Hello, on this beautiful, beautiful sunny day. I wanted to talk to you about if you're a hermit like me. I've been in hermit mode my whole life. I didn't know it as a young person and why. I used to question why I didn't have friends and why my life had to seem to be so lonely and alone. I know now why it had to be because God was working in me, through me, healing all of my wounds from past lives, from ancestor trauma. But it is a lonely road. And I got blessed, though, with a wonderful husband who loved me, saw me, um, chose me, chased me, and I got blessed to be married to a wonderful man. And we've been married for 38 years now. And we have had our relationship, as at all ups and downs, and wherever we went together. It just seemed that everything just flowed well. Um, then I started to awaken. I started to question everything: religion, government, medical, everything. And I had to learn what I believe. I had to deconstruct everything that I was taught and figure out what I believed in: God, universe, the source, get out of religion and what they tried to teach, and get to know God for who God really truly is, and Yeshua, Jesus, to learn what he was and who he was and what he was trying to teach, that he was trying to teach us all that we have it within us, that we have the power um, within us. And that's what he was trying to teach. And so I had to deconstruct and build up all my beliefs, what I believe, what is true for me, and let go of all the falsehoods that I had learned through my life. And as I was going into my awakening, I did that alone. Nobody else around me was going through that. And so when you are in hermit mode and you don't have friends, it becomes even lonelier, because there were moments when my husband would say, I don't want to talk about God all the time. And I'm like, what? God is all there is. He's everything, everywhere. What else am I going to talk about? Because he's all that is. So it was very lonely. But I knew in my heart, because God brought us together our whole married life, we seem to shift and move together. And I'm like, this is not going to be any different. But for a couple of years, it was really, really hard, because he was not wanting to believe the way that I was believing. He wasn't wanting to open his eyes and see what was going on around him. And then just yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was feeling lonely. And the fact that starting YouTube, I felt like I was starting an adventure all by myself, with no one to share it with, no one to watch, no one to cheer with me, no one to encourage me, all on my own. And then yesterday, well, he's been awakening in the past couple of months. His eyes have been open and he's learning what he believes. And yesterday, he subscribed to my channel and he said, I see you. I had not been wanting to see you, but I see you. And I started crying because I knew, I held it in my heart. God was going to do that. I knew it. I wasn't going to be alone forever because God has moved us and shifted us together our whole married life. Why would this be different? But it was a long road. It was a lonely road. But now he said, I see you. I see you as you truly are. God in you, I see you. And I want to help you. He was watching my video and he said, I could cut it here and I can make little reels, little snippets, and we can put them other places. My joy just jumped so high. And I just had to share that when it is lonely, but you know in your heart, you know what God is going to do, just hold it, believe it, know it, because He lets us know. And we just have to know in our heart that it's coming. And it did. It did. God proved Himself to me again and again, and He does often, always. But this one was huge and big because I was getting a little scared sometimes that maybe He wasn't going to go on this path with me. But I held tight. I knew 38 years of being together, flowing, shifting. God is amazing. And you just have to know it. Know it. Hold it. Don't let go. Because it will happen. I've been taking my steps. I've been showing up for myself, loving myself, doing what I feel that God wants me to do, and God is rewarding me. I am not alone. And then my husband is now waking up and seeing things on his own, not because I forced him, but because I'm loving him through. And now one thing that God is also reminding me is that I have had years ahead of him of seeing and knowing and remembering who I am. And he's just starting. I can't expect him to be where I am when he's just starting. I have to love him and be patient because he's not going to be where I am when he's just now remembering who he is. Well, that's another thing that maybe you needed to hear too. That when your loved ones are waking up, because they will, that you can't expect them to be where you are because you have possibly years ahead of them. Just love them and be patient and know that everything is okay because God is preparing it all in His timing. It wasn't my husband's time, and I needed to do things on my own. There were healings I needed to do and remember who I was and why I'm here. So hold it in your heart and know that God is holding you, guiding you, loving you. That even when it's lonely at times, there's a reason for it. And it's all worth it in the end. I would do my life over and over again because I know who I am. I know what God is doing in me, through me, for me. And that carries me through. And it's exciting that I get to go into the unknown with Him, places I've never been. I get to see and do things I've never done. Starting with this YouTube channel. He is amazing. He does amazing things. You just have to remember who you are, why you're here, that you are human and divine, that you are part of all that is. You are the magic and miracles everywhere you go. I love you. I love me. I love all that is. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you next time.